So good day, class. Today we're going to discuss Weebly, an online resource that we're able to use. It makes it pretty easy to create a website that you can use for almost any purpose. For this lesson, we're going to be talking about using it as a teaching resource. So to start off with, we're going to go up here to the URL bar, and here we're going to put in www.weebly.com and simply hit enter, and that will load our Weebly program. Here you're going to see this window come up, and at this point there are several different options here. The main one I want you to concern yourself with is the sign up. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to go into the login, and I should do that. So I've logged in, and this is what you will see here. Unfortunately, you won't see anything listed here. Over here is the where your different projects will be. Okay, and then up this button right here is the button that you push to edit your site. Now, supposedly you don't have a site, then you're going to click on this down arrow here, and you're going to select the option that is Add Site. And that brings you to these two options here. It's simply asking you, is this going to be an online store, yes or no? And just select not no for the moment. And as we go down, now we have all these different options for selecting different scenarios or themes that we can use. And as you can see, there's various ones. You can always create your own, but for our purposes here, view more themes and just add more and more, as you can see. So you also have others which don't really fall into these other categories. So let's just do, for today's purposes, we're going to do a personal. And as we look at this, we just select the one that we like. It doesn't necessarily have to be the one that we use. I'm going to select this one, simply click on it, and at this point it brings me up the template just as it is. As you can see here, there is a name here. Everything is editable. You can edit it in here. You see home. This is your home page. This one is set up automatically with 4 different pages. Your home page, work page, and about and contact. And you can change these, which is what we're going to do. We're going to change these to our home page, our content page, our PLN page, and we'll keep the content. And you can, all what's in here we can delete. We don't have to keep everything that's in here. We're not going to want to keep anything that's in here. It's just kind of a preset format. We haven't started editing yet. You can preview these pages, continue through them. You go to the contact. Contact is the page that you will put in embed a form. So let's start by editing. Now we're going to go into creating our site. So at this point, it's building it for us. And it wants you to create a name. Don't register. Don't use don't use this or this. You just want to use this right here. And I'd say just make it something unique to you. And this is what it will be in the URL that people will type in to go to it. So if I just put, it lets me know if it's available or not. Let's do. Okay, so this one's available, morgantraining.weebly.com. That's going to be my URL. Now I hit continue. Now, all these different parts are editable. But first, let's preview what's going on here. Up here, we have the build page. Within the build, this takes us to the pages. This will take us to the theme, different themes. The store and the apps we're really not going to cover. The settings we're not going to do much with. And this takes us to our views. Our different views, desktop or mobile. So we can check to see how it's going to look in either option. Our build page is where we're going to spend most of our time. Our build page opens up all this over here. We're going to talk about this here momentarily. Our pages page brings up all of our pages. If you'll notice, these match with this. These are our different pages. You can have as many pages as you want. So first, let's just do a quick edit here. We're going to leave this as home, but we want to work on the My Work page. We want that to be a content page. So I just clicked on it. Let me go back so you can see that again. I just go to My Work. At this point, I'm in Pages. I click on it, and now I can edit the name, and I want it to be a content. Okay? We leave all these as they are, and I can go back, and it's now a content page, and it changes over here as well. Anywhere it's referred to on the website, it changes. And I want to go back one more. I want to go to the About page. So I'm going to the About right there. Again, you can see it's over here. About. I can edit it now. And let's change that to my PLN, which is you're going to create your personal learning network on this page. Again, we'll leave everything as it was. And we'll go back, and again, you can see that it's changed. So now I have my home, my content, my PLN, and my contact page, which is exactly what you want. Now, just one other thing about this. If you want to have this identical page, let's say you liked the way, let's go to the home page. You liked the way this is set up, this format. And this is how you'd like to have all three of your pages formatted, as opposed to the option of what's here versus what's here. All right? You like this one. You can actually come in here and you can copy this page on content. If you notice, when I clicked on these, it's automatically changed also. So I like this page right here. So I could actually copy that page, and I can copy it 3 times, and then I can replace all these with this page. So if you find a template or a theme that you like, and you like one specific page, you can use that page throughout. So I'm going to go hit the caret, go back. Now here's all my pages. Now what I want to do is I want to start working on my site. So I go to Build. So over here in the Build, you can see all these different boxes: title, text, slideshow, contact form. Now this is a intro to this, so I'm not going to go over every one of these in detail. I'm just going to go over a few of them, and then you on your own are going to go over all of them that interest you. They all work essentially the same. They just do different things. So for instance, a title. I want a title right here. So all I got to do, this is the way all these boxes work. Grab that, bring it over, and put it where I want it. Right there. And here's my title. Now I can edit it. I can call it just call it social studies content. Okay, let's leave it at that. And I can highlight it, and I can adjust it. I want it bold. I can make it underline, italicize. I can make it bigger. I want it to be bigger. Right? I can change the color. I'm kind of fond of purple. It stands out. I like that. I could make it a link. If I want to make this a link, I would click here, and I could create a link to it. Obviously, it's a title, so I'm not going to do that. I can have it centered on the page. I can have it to the left, justified left, right. So I'm done. I like it the way it is. Now, if this is my title, I want to get rid of this. All I have to do to edit these boxes, any of these boxes, you notice this little box that comes up here. All I got to do is hit the X, and it gives me the option to delete it. I want it gone. I don't want it. Okay? Now let's go up here real quick. I can shut this off. I can make it a logo. If I have an image, I can make it text. I want it text, but I want to edit it. So let's just change it to for the time being. Very simple. All this you can figure out. This I enlisted this whole box. I want to edit the background. Maybe I want to put a different picture there. I want to replace the header there. So I edit the background, and I can replace or edit. I can give it a strip rolling effect. I can have it reveal. And there's all kinds of options. And this is where you're going to play around and discover what all you can do within here. This, I don't like this picture. I want to delete it. I want to put in my own picture. So let's go back over here to our build side. You have lots of other options here. You can embed. You can insert a divider. I want a divider beside after my content. I just grab it, bring it over, and drop it in. And there's my divider. I want to see what this, keep going through. There's all kinds of options. I can put in YouTube videos. I can put in all kinds of different options. So now let's go up here. I want to put in text under here. Actually, there is already a text here. Let's go with the text that's here. I could, if I want, I could drag this over, bring it in, and drop it in. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the text that's here. Just going to highlight all of it. Civics, government, and whatever else I want to put in. Just put it all there, and there's my text, and that's it. And I can make it bigger, smaller, what have you. I want to put in a slideshow. Okay, so we've covered the build section and what all's over here. There's a lot here. We'll do more concentration on these different items as we go in other lessons. And I've given you the pages, which is how you edit your specific different pages, which are showing up here. Again, your pages which shows up here, as well as over in this area. So anything you do here will impact over here. So that pretty much completes what we're going to cover in this section. We're going to move on. We're going to talk more about the build as we move forward in the lessons, the later lessons. But this should get you started to where you can start playing with this, start discovering the different tools and resources and how to use them. Embedding maps, slideshow, images, putting in embed codes, sections, putting in sections, just all these. So for now, play with this. Don't be afraid. Just mess around with it, see what these different things do, and we will get together next time and discuss in more detail how to use some of these other unique tools. So for now, have a good day, and I look forward to the next time we get together.